Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are after market close on Thursday, September 14th. We're going to take a look at Nikola today. So NKLA, after this pretty steep sell-off from 3.71 down here to about 80-ish cents, starting to push a little bit today. So I wanted to come in and take a look and put in some support and resistance levels on the Weeble chart here, and then flip over to the Think or Swim study and see where Nikola is situated in the channel as well as the TTM squeeze indicator. All right, so back around 115, so let's scroll left and pick up on some previous price action as it went through this zone before, and then we'll zoom in and see how the levels hold up to scrutiny. All right, so we're going to start up at 137 and work our way down. Now we may put in another level or two above, just in case it has a big push. Okay. And we'll peel this puppy down just below $1. Again, in case it moves in that direction, I would expect that dollar to be a psychological level, but whether it'll hold or not, who knows. So we'll plot our course down there to about 85. So we do have some big-ish gaps in this price action, but that may be okay. Let me put this one right about here. And okay, let's leave it at that for now. Okay, so let's zoom in and see. So, we finished at 115 today. So the nearest in level that I see, 120, and then above that, 137, 148. If it pulls back, 105, 96, and 85. So let's zoom in and see if there's anything that we should fill in these large gaps. So we see how well this respected those levels today, including the topping out, the regain of support, and then the push into close. Holding up well. Intraday, nothing I'd put in between there. And then today, we could put a level here, but I would kind of wait to see how price action takes shape, at least tomorrow. If it moves through there, if it does anything interesting. I would maybe put a level here. I'm going to dot it because we're putting it on a lower time frame, so it might not be as strong. It might not hold as well as these solid lines that we put in on the daily. But those are the levels as I see it. If Nikola continues to push, or if it pulls back where it might find support, or where if it starts flipping support to resistance, it might sort of be in trouble. Now on the hour, this is on the hour time frame. Keep that in mind. Big push today up and out of the channel. Now interesting, where it found resistance. Right here, this 180 to 200 EMA cloud swooping in, pushed through. That was where it had to pull back and regain support over it. So this could be a good indication of strength, that it quickly regained and then appears as though it wants to build support over that 180 to 200 EMA cloud. Additionally, it left the channel so much that it pulled this green bullish cloud with it, and it's treating the cloud as well as previously the upper bound of the channel as support. That is typically, not always, but typically an indication of continued strength potential. Now, every time it comes back and touches the cloud, every time it comes back and tries to re-enter the channel, you want to pay attention to what's happening there, because at some point it's probably going to pull back all the way to the mid-range of the channel and test support there. When that will happen, I do not know. If it's several days from now, then this mid-range of the channel is no longer going to be at $1. It's going to be in a drastically different place. So that changes every time a candle gets put in. So just because it's there now doesn't mean it's going to be there in the future. In fact, probably means it won't be in there in the future. And so that's what I would mostly be paying attention to, is what's happening when it hits this cloud, what happens when it hits the upper bound of this channel, and then if it gets drawn into the channel. Does it come down and test the mid-range? And if so, does it hold it and push again, showing potential for continued bullish strength, and maybe it was just a nice healthy pullback? Or does it lose the mid-range of the channel? Maybe, what's an example? Like you saw here, came down, tried to hold it, lost it, flipped it to resistance, and then got stuck underneath. And then oftentimes that can result in it coming down like it did here and test the lower bound of the channel. So that mid-range, you see, commonly flips from, as it's making motion, from lower to upper and upper to lower. So that's what I'm most interested in at the moment. But this EMA cloud, I would expect, now any strong catalyst or something could throw this all kilter, but just from a chart perspective, what I would expect is that this EMA cloud provides additional support as this pulls back, and it should get some support from this cloud as it has done previously, as well as from the upper bound of the channel, which it did earlier today. But like I say, if it gets dragged in, I'm mostly interested to see what it does at the mid-range of the channel if and when that happens. All right, folks, I hope you had a good trading day today and you finish the week off strong tomorrow. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.